Hey guys, it's DestinyLashae. Welcome back to another video. As you can tell, I'm driving and as you can tell by the title, I am going to get my brows laminated today. I'm really excited because I always do the soap brow method and I don't want to do that anymore. Like, makeup takes long enough. My brows need to be shaped up too, so hopefully she does that and hopefully she like fills them in too, like with a little tint or something. I want them to look nice and bushy and full and filled in. Like, you guys know how I like my brows, so I'm really excited. Okay guys, I'm here with Morgan. She's gonna explain the brow lamination process and everything.
Brow lamination is essentially that fluffy boy brow look. Doesn't always have to be super dramatic. It can be pretty much however you want it to be, but the whole process is literally made so that the brows can be in a straighter form. So what ends up happening to brows when they're curly, they kind of cross over, they puff up a little, and it looks like we don't have as much as we actually do. So when the hairs are able to be stood up, now we can makeshift a brow that really wasn't there before. So what it's doing is it's breaking down the bonds in between those hairs to make them more malleable so that we can set them in a place that they can pretty much stay there for about 6 to 8 weeks. We tint them, we wax them, and you make it look like a queen.
Yay, that's exactly what I want. Is it like a perm for your brows?
It's essentially very, very similar ingredients with different measurements of those ingredients. Obviously, it's safe for the skin. We just ask that you don't get your brows wet for about 24 hours. It's not going to reverse the actual lift part, but it's just to make sure that they're set in place. After about 3 or 4 times of doing this, after those 6 to 8 weeks, you're going to notice that those hairs are now becoming a little bit straighter over time. It's not like a one and done situation. So expectations with that are going to be, it's going to look beautiful, but the more you do this, the more your brows are trained to continuously straighten the way that we want them to. So it's essentially a long-term situation.
So what she's going to do first is apply some cleanser to my brows to make sure that my brows are nice and clean, because of course the product won't work if your brows are super oily. So she's just going to clean off my brows with a spoolie, and I'm sure this is like special soap that she uses to make sure that my skin underneath is clean as well as my brow hairs. And she did clean my brows like twice because I think I had on a little bit of makeup or BB cream, and she just wanted to make sure that my brow area was nice and clean. She started to brush my brows up so that my hairs were kind of straight, and she was using a fan to make sure that my brow hairs were dry as well. I'm not an expert in this whole laminating process at all whatsoever. This was my first time ever getting it done. Like I said, I just wanted my brows to be straight and a little bit more easier to manage. And I like the nice fluffy boy brow look. So yeah. So next she began to apply the perm gel. So this stuff does smell like relaxer, and she like placed little dots all over my brows so that my brows will be straight. So essentially this is the active ingredient and it makes your brows straight. I'm pretty sure she left this on for like 10 minutes. I'm not sure. Don't get me. I don't know. We were talking so much that I wasn't really paying attention, but I think it was like 10 minutes that she left this on. But she just kind of put this on my brows and used like a little lipstick applicator to make sure that the product was all in between those brow hairs and everything. And then she placed a little plastic cover over my brows so that they can cure and, you know, get super straight and all that goodness. And then after a while, she went ahead and took that off. I don't think it took that long, to be honest. Like I said, I'm not really sure. But this whole process took less than like 25 minutes. So all she did was she brushed my brow hairs up with the perm product on it, and as you can see, my brow hairs are super straight. Oh my god, I loved it. And then she covered them back up for a minute too, because my brow hairs weren't super curly, but they were really like all over the place. So the first time she said you get them done, you have to kind of leave it on a little bit longer, and she said the process wouldn't take as long the next time. So yeah, like I said, it took less than like 30 minutes to do this whole thing, so it doesn't take a lot of your time to get this done. And I believe she charges under $150 for this. you know, brow lamination. So it's pricey, but then again, it's not that pricey because it lasts a long time. And then now she's putting on the brow neutralizer. So just like a regular perm that you put in your hair, you have to neutralize the hair and the skin to make sure that it doesn't really aggravate you, and like it neutralizes that perm product. So this is a neutralizer, and this does have like conditioner in it for your brow hairs and stuff. So she applied this, and then she also like spread that out with one of those little spoolies to make sure it got in between all the hairs and also on my skin. And I believe she left this on for a little bit of time as well, and just let it kind of soak in. So now after taking that off, she's just gonna wipe off the neutralizing like conditioner, and as you can see, my brows look really good already, and she didn't even like shape them up or anything like that yet. So she's just going to, I can't talk, oh my god. She's just going to brush that away and then make sure that my brows are dry. And now she's just gonna go in and tint them, and make sure that they look nice and fluffy and full. So she's just using like a little tint applicator to kind of shape my brows a little bit more. And then she's just brushing my hairs up to make sure that my brows are where like she wants them to be. And then she's just gonna go in and take like a scissor and clip my brows at the top just to make sure they're even at the top and everything, just kind of shaping them up to make sure that they look nice and even. Now I left my brows a hot mess for her because I know it's a lot easier to work with bushy brows than like already shaped up brows. So I left them a hot mess for her to clean up. So yeah, she's just going ahead and wiping away some of that tint. My tint did last, I think, like a day or two because I washed my face right after this. And to wash my face, I have to wash my brows too. So she suggested that if I wanted the tint to last longer and not to wash my face or wash my brows for at least 24 to 48 hours. But I did not listen. I just went ahead and washed my face right away just because I'm so used to. And I think I actually did that on accident, like forgetting. So I'm going to, well, she's going to brush my brows down, brush them back up just to clean them up a little bit with the scissors. Now she's going to go ahead and wax my brows, and she's just going to use some regular wax and a waxing strip to clean up my brows all the way around them bad boys because, like I said, they were a hot mess. I hadn't done my brows in a long time, and honestly, I don't trust anyone with my brows. So me doing this was really trusting Morgan to do me right. Yeah, she really cleaned up my brows really nice. She didn't make them super thin, like when you get them done at the nail shop and you tell them to take a little bit off and they don't listen and they take the whole brow, your whole tail off of your brow. So she really listened to what I wanted, and she cleaned up my little unibrow as well because I always have hair in between my brows, okay? And I love my brows. I loved how they came out, and I would definitely get this done again in the next 6 months. Like I said, she said that you don't need to get it done super often. It's like a perm, like until your hair grows out, you won't see any of the curliness of your brows. So anytime I push my brows up with a spoolie, they are straight. And it's been about a week and a half and my brows are still straight. I will show you guys a clip at the end of my brows right now. But yeah, she's just putting some clear stuff on my brows to kind of condition them a little bit and make them shiny. And she's just brushing them out to make sure the shape is right and everything. Like I said, I love this process. I'll definitely be getting it done again. These are my brows right after. I did use Retin-A on my face the night before, and I have been using it. So I did have a little scar underneath one of my brows. I forgot to tell her that, which is insane of me. I completely forgot. So I did get a little like scar underneath my brow on the right side, but it's okay. It'll heal. It wasn't super bad or anything, but my brows look fire. So bottom line, is this worth the money? Personally, I did not pay for this entire process, but Morgan told me that it does cost for her to do your brows. If you were to go to her, it's $130, but a lot of people charge $150, $200 to get your brows laminated. Let me know if you've got this done, how much your esthetician or whoever did your brows, you know, charged you. Having my brows laminated really makes it easy for me to go in and do my makeup. Even when I don't fill them in, my brows are a lot easier to manage. So I really like having them laminated. I feel like it's definitely worth the money. So if I had to do this again and pay for it, I definitely 100% would, because I feel like it's worth it. Like I said, it just makes everything quicker. Let me know in the comments down below if you got this done before, if you would like to get it done. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.